Lesson on inequalities. We're going to have a look at linear inequalities. We're going to solve linear inequalities and look at what happens if we multiply or divide by a negative number, which has the effect of reversing the inequality. So to start with, let's have a look at some examples of linear inequalities. What we mean by linear is that we have just an x term, no x squareds or x cubes. We can solve these linear inequalities exactly the same way as we can solve linear equations, except that we need to remember that if we do multiply or divide by a negative number, we need to reverse the inequality sign. So the sign, say for example, if we did it with this one, this would change from less than to greater than. It reverses the sign. Why is this the case? Well, if we consider the numbers 1 and 2, obviously 1 is less than 2. If we divide by -1, we get -1 and -2, and obviously -1 is greater than -2. Looking at this number line here illustrates the fact, doesn't it? So our inequality sign reverses. So to solve this one, we need to find the values of x that satisfy the inequality. We do exactly as we would if it's an equation. We divide by 3, divide both sides by 3. And as we haven't divided or multiplied by a negative, the inequality sign stays the same. So we get x is less than 4. We've got 4 minus 3x is less than 8 plus x. If we collect the like terms on one side, so we get subtract x from this side, means that we get minus x on this side, and subtract 4 from this side, and we have to do the same on the right hand side, so we get -4 there. We end up with -4, x is less than 4. We divide by -4, so remember that this then reverses the inequality. Okay, now your turn. Have a go at using the method we've just used. Pause the presentation, have a go, and then check your answers. So the solution to the first one, we get x is greater than or equal to -2. Notice the greater than or equal to sign. Be very careful about these signs. In the exam, if you get the sign wrong, you will lose the marks. They will not accept that greater than and equal to are the same thing. You have to make sure the sign's exactly right. Here we have a strict inequality. It's just less than. One method there. If we use this method and divide by -4, then we have to reverse the inequality sign, but we still get the same answer. But as we said on the previous one, it's recommended that you try and avoid doing this if you can. So try and get the x's on the side that avoids having to divide by negatives. Okay, well, if you're successful with those two, then you'll be well prepared for the lesson. Otherwise, go through it again and make sure you understand why the answers are as they are, how the solutions work.